My name is Josephine Josie Lovato, and I was born in San Luis, Colorado. And I started doing Colcha in 1988. And that wasn't what I was intending to do. I was planning to write a book. I wanted to bring Colcha back into Colorado. I thought it had been lost. I'm sure it did get lost for a while, but it's back and it's running wild now. This piece is Las Posadas. Believe it or not, there's 13 churches in part of the San Luis Valley. That's Costilla County. And if you don't know what posadas are, they're looking for shelter. And what they do is like a drama. When Joseph and Mary were looking for a place to stay at Christmas Eve, and they went from house to house. They get a 13-year-old girl and put her on a donkey, and she's the main attraction. They start at the middle of the village and proceed and stop at so many houses. And one of the hardest things is when they stop at your house and you have to turn them away. That's it, that's really hard. But they continue that until the last place they get to is a church. And in the church they find chocolate, coffee, bizcochitos. And if you don't know what bizcochitos are, they're cookies. And once you eat them, you'll never eat another different cookie.
So we have La and Toga.
Okay, this is a fun one. This is something that was traditional in our area for the longest time. I don't think people don't know how to have fun anymore. Anyway, this is called La Entrega. That means it's like a turning over, celebrating the turning over of bride and groom to each other. And so the padrinos, or the godparents, they're there to make sure that nobody steals the bride. And if they steal them, those godparents have to go find some money, because they sometimes did steal the bride. But good part of it was that the money went to the couple. This is even more fun. It's Santa Ana, the mother of Mary, and Santiago is St. James. And St. James was for Chama. A stagecoach was borrowed from the Fort Garland Museum. And technically that stagecoach belonged to Monte Vista, but it was at Fort Garland. One year they had a saint for every village. The town of San Acacio would have made a saint of San Acacio and put it in the parade. They also made a replica of their church, and they would parade them down the street. And I loved those parades. And you can see all the people. That was a lot of fun trying to put all those people in there. And the kids, I lined them up at the bottom because they are such a big part of any parade.
You made this for the 150th anniversary.
It's the 150th anniversary.
2001 you made this piece.
And the mountain to the side, if you can see that, it says San Luis, oldest town in Colorado. All the stores at that time were the Romeros, the oldest store in Colorado. A year ago, when they had the celebration, there were so many people that you could hardly walk the sidewalks. So it's getting a little more popular. I hope people remember, not just me, but pieces that I did gives honor and respect and love to my town, hometown of San Luis. I never thought I would ever be famous, but and I actually think that it's a legacy to my children. We had so many wonderful traditions and so many wonderful stories. Some were real stories, and I hope that my coaches would teach my children a little bit about my life.